Hey everyone, I have the privilege to introduce you my friend today, Stuart McLean, who is going to be doing this cycling called Le Jog from Land's End to Jonah Groats. So I'm going to introduce you now, Stuart, and we're going to talk a little bit about why he's doing this and to whom he's doing it for. Stuart, what does Le Jog stand for?
Le Jog stands for Land's End to Jonah Groats, and it's a cycle that Gavin Matthews suggested that we do a few days after we lost Julia. My wife Julia was killed in a paddleboarding accident on the 31st of May last year. Unfortunately, she was wearing an ankle leash when on a river, and part of this trip is to promote the safe use of paddleboards, and that is that folk don't wear ankle leashes when they're on any moving water, such as rivers or tidal waters. Mm-hmm. And the other part of it, of course, as you said, is to raise funds for the Vine Trust, a charity that Julia was part of the committee, mm-hmm. And was passionate about their work serving the poorest of the poor in Tanzania.
Let's a little bit more about the message, okay. Promoting safety.
Yes.
Specifically, in what context do you want the message to get, and to whom this message should get to?
Yeah. So this message is for anyone who enjoys paddleboarding, which is a wonderful pastime. But to promote that if you're using a paddleboard on a river or anywhere that the water flows, such as tidal estuaries or around piers and moored yachts, that you don't use an ankle leash, you use a quick release waist belt instead, because as we have discovered, sadly there have been other people who have lost their lives because they've been wearing an ankle leash in those situations.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us, and I as your friend know this takes a lot out of you, and I appreciate you sharing with us. Tell us a little bit about those who don't know Julia, mm-hmm. why this is important, and who was Julia to others.
Of course. So Julia was a GP, a doctor in Perth. She was here for 30 years or more. Part of that, she used her skills to go to Tanzania and work with the Vine Trust on Jubilee Hope, where they sailed from island to island where there was no healthcare provision. And Julia was part of a team of other doctors and other healthcare professionals who went and provided care for people with absolutely nothing. And part of her passion was supporting the Vine Trust in any way that she could, mm-hmm. Getting the message out there for volunteers to go. This is a charity, so it's driven by donations, and so part of the reason for doing this trip is to both raise awareness of the work that the Vine Trust do, mm-hmm. but also to raise funds for the work that they do in Tanzania. So
the funds will specifically go to the Tanzania branch that Julia was passionate about?
Yeah, so there's two parts to this. Half of the funds will go to the work in Tanzania specifically.
Yes.
And the other half will go towards a trust fund that the Vine Trust and the family set up in Julia's name.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Yeah, and they support students. So they support medical students, dental students, midwifery students and nursing students to go out and help with the Vine Trust on these trips.
To fund humanitarian causes, yes. Something that Julia was passionate about, through her faith and through the way how she lived her life.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, Stuart, how long do you think this is going to last? The cycling?
Yeah, so we've planned our route.
So when are you starting, and how long does it last?
So we start on Thursday, the 21st of August. Mm-hmm. We start in Land's End. We're hoping for fair winds blowing us up the country, and we plan to do over 13 cycling days. So the stages are all planned. The accommodation is all booked. We have to get to our target by the end of each day. And yeah, we're hoping for no punctures, no mechanical issues with the cycles, no issues with legs and saddles, shall we say. So yeah, we're all set.
I think your biggest concern in Britain is the weather. So
I know, exactly.
The mechanicals you can handle. Yes, the weather is your enemy.
We just have to keep going no matter what.
Yeah, yes, sir. How can people contribute? In what way they can contribute and donate? We're going to put on the video the description underneath it.
Yes.
But obviously, I would like you just to express what your aim is,
Yes.
if there is a target, and how can people help?
Yes. So we set the target of £10,000. That will go half to the work in Tanzania, as I said, and half to the fund. People can donate on the link that will be shown, and equally, the advantage of doing that is that the Vine Trust have set up their own fundraising page, so there's no third party charity donations. It goes directly to the work, and people can be assured of that.
That's very important.
Yeah.
People would want to send you messages of encouragement because what you're doing is doing it from a very deep personal place, and it will resonate with people one way or the other, friends of Julia and friends of friends, and people who have been through similar experiences or have a passion for the things you described, such as cycling, safety, and humanitarian work. Do you have an Instagram page or account that people can find you and send you messages? That one is public anyway.
Yes, so. Yes, I do. It'll be under Stuart James McLean. There'll be links to the Facebook page. So the Vine Trust have set up a Facebook page that is closed, so people have to ask to join it. We'll keep updating that regularly. In terms of the other aspect to your question, I think that losing Julia was devastating, as you can imagine. But having a focus to work towards and to train towards has been something that's given me a purpose and also something positive to look forward to. I have to say that the gym that I joined, JS Fitness, has been a huge part of that, and the community there and getting fit, but also cycling with a bunch of guys from the Perth area. I think you can't underestimate the value of getting outside, enjoying nature and enjoying a good bit of banter and a few laughs with a crowd of like-minded people.
Yeah, community, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Community is always
so important. Yeah.
You know, and at times where people seem to be so connected, you're so alone. And I also heard, just as we wrap up, I heard that some people will be joining you in different stages of this journey.
Yes.
So just to entertain people, how is it going to look like?
Yes, so the stages will be slow and steady. So people of all psycho-fitness can join us. It's not going to be high pace, speeding along as fast as we can. But we're leaving from the Perth, the monument in the North Inch on Saturday the 30th of August. We'll be meeting at 8:15 for an 8:30 departure. People are welcome to join us. It is helpful if we know they're coming, because we're planning a lunch stop and hoping to provide sandwiches and fruits and drinks, etc. for people. So if hundreds come, there might be a little bit of a shortage, so it's helpful for folk to let us know. But equally, if people are interested in joining us from anywhere within the UK, then please just message us, and we can send you a GPX route of the route that we're doing for that day, and they're welcome to come and join us, as long as they're prepared to sit on the front and we can draft behind them, because it makes it much easier.
And also as long as they can keep up.
As long as they can keep up, yeah, as long as they can keep up.
Fantastic. Stuart, thank you very much for today.
Thank
Then remember, people, le jog.
Le jog for Julia.
Le jog for Julia. Thank you all.
Thank you very much.